Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the. Excuse me. Geez, of course, when I need to talk, I start coughing. Welcome to the video. What did you do today? Wednesdays are boring for me. I'm not going to repeat what I do every single Wednesday. I hope you had a good day. I hope it's not too freezing out. It's pretty cold here. It's not terrible right now, but it is going to get colder in a little bit here. I was just watching Canada versus Sweden, the first period in the NHL Four Nations Cup. If you're watching that as well, let me know what you think. Let me know who you're rooting for. It's going to be a really fun tournament for sure. I see Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining. I'm really excited today to talk about a Beachbody video where Carl Deichler is talking to, sorry, connection's weird. Carl Deichler is talking to super trainer Joel Freeman about his new program, and I haven't done a video like this in a really long time. It's kind of reminiscent of when we used to cover, before I even did live streams, we used to cover the national wake-up calls where they provide updates, they talk about make advancements, and I really, really love doing those videos. So it's kind of like those old videos if you've been around on my channel for a while. So I have it on 1.25 speed because I feel like Carl always talks really slowly, and we're ready. So tell me if he's too loud or if he's too fast. Oh, don't mute him. I'm really excited for this. I have lots of stuff to say. Let's turn him up a little bit more. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Play.
Get big. I'm going to find Joe. I'm going to spotlight him. But BODi affiliates, again, welcome to this exclusive conversation. We have him going to officially turn it over to BODi CEO, Carl Deichler. Carl, what's up? Welcome.
Hello, Keyshawn. Thanks for putting this together. And hi, BODi partners.
If you've been on my channel, you would recognize Keyshawn. She's the woman who, first it was Sandy who was doing the national wake-up calls. And then I don't know what happened to Sandy, but Keyshawn was doing them for a long time. She's known for her energy, her big personality. She's very personable when she speaks publicly. She's very smart. She could be doing a lot of other more viable things as opposed to Beachbody and helping Carl. I wish she would do something else.
Affiliates, it's good to see you guys. It's been a little bit, huh? So this is an exciting day because we haven't announced a new program for quite some time. But before we get to that, a couple things just to remind and keep everybody focused. We are in like the last, call it 10 days or so of the BOGO. So if you want to take advantage of that.
I should be giving context in case you come across this later and you don't know anything about Beachbody. Beachbody was an MLM until very recently, and then Carl Deichler, the CEO here, turned it into an affiliate model, making it so the people who were actually making money, who are doing it off of their team, their income is going to be slashed significantly. So a lot of Beachbody coaches did move to new MLMs, and many of them, for some reason, stayed as an affiliate, even though they were talking about how much they felt betrayed by Carl and the company for them taking away their income source, but yet they stay, continue to sell Carl's products, and make him more money. Seems kind of weird.
It is going to end basically the morning of the 18th. So let's say the 17th is the last possible day to take advantage of the BOGO offer. So, hey, look at that. We got even visuals, and it's pretty cool. That's going to help me quite a bit. And as of today, this morning, we launched the 15% off promo code for Belle Vitale, which is, so there's two aspects of that, which are, or three aspects that are really important. First off, it's the first time we have discounted that product. And obviously, you know, a week or a couple weeks ago, we started subscribe and save. So now everybody who's buying those supplements is effectively getting the ongoing home direct of the Belle Vitale supplements with free shipping at the $115 price. Anybody who's buying it at one time is paying about 5% more. So that price stays locked in. And but the most important point, particularly for this opportunity with Belle Vitale, and I will say this thing is hot. Like, this program has kicked the year off right. The results are stunning.
They say that about every single program all the time. I want to go back to this so we can read it. Of course, Velvetal, the results are stunning. It is hot. It is the one oh my God, excuse me. It is the one unique, amazing program of Beachbody. And then he's going to go into talking about how Joel Freeman's new program is the one amazing, life-changing, unique Beachbody program. If all your programs are amazing and brilliant, none of them are amazing and brilliant. Okay. BODi BOGO, buy one, get one. Get the best deal on BODi's best sellers during our BOGO event on BODi. BODi subscriptions, fitness, nutrition, digital purchase programs, and equipment are buy one, get one of equal or lesser value free. Supplements are buy one, get one of equal or lesser value 50% off. Terms, conditions, and restrictions apply. For more details, see that one. Total Solution Bundle, launching February 18th. You can help your customers get everything they need for fast results step by step with the Total Solution Bundle. The Total Solution Bundle includes proven step-by-step body fitness programs, easy to follow healthy eating plans, plus protein and nutrient-packed Shakeology all-in-one superfood shakes. It's everything they need to get results, all at 60% off. And he's going to talk more about the 15% discount code or discount for Belvital, which if you've been on my channel, we recently did several Belvital videos. It is a women's hormone health one-size-fits-all program, and we are not fans of this program on this channel. It's fine and dandy to have discounts on these expensive supplements, but 15% off of an all-in one-size-fits-all. My God. I'm so sorry. 15% off Belvital is still way too expensive. It's great to get deals on supplements, but it doesn't really matter when they're incredibly overpriced and you're paying too much money, even with the sale for the product that you're getting. Because we could get similar supplements that are the same value, the same quality, or even higher for less money. That was Blabby. Hi, Mr. Angel Lab. Lovely to see you. Yeah, exactly. They always, every single MLM everywhere always has the most brilliant programs and products for sure. I think a lot of them did so because now that they're affiliates, the rule about not being allowed to be in multiple MLMs at the same time is no longer in effect. Interesting. Sorry, now that my glasses are off, I can't see shit. But I wonder, it's just Scotty Hobbs is one of them talking about how much he felt betrayed by Carl, by Beachbody. And then he said, oh, I'm still going to be an affiliate though. And I'm thinking, why? If they betrayed you, don't continue to give Carl Deichler money. Seems silly. I really wanted to not wear my sunglasses, but it's dry as fuck in here. In here, it is 32% humidity, which is incredibly low. And my eyes hurt. They didn't hurt before I came into the office, but now they hurt. We saw my eyes for 8 total minutes. Wow, 8 minutes. It's just nicer. It's nicer when I have like light, really bright screens in my face to have my sunglasses on.
I will say this thing is hot. Like, this program has kicked the year off right. The results are stunning. I don't think I've seen results like this. That sort of, you get results and you're sort of taken aback. And I would say I haven't been surprised by results like this really since the P90X days, where something that was comprehensive, that really went into and sort of challenged people.
What about 21-day fix or 4-week gut protocol or job one? You've said the same thing about every single new release. Is it cold where you are? I think it's like minus 17 or 18 degrees Celsius now, but it's going to be like cold overnight. So we plugged in our car. We plugged in our block heater so we could start the car tomorrow. Our car is quite finicky. We have to plug in the car. We have to plug it in a lot or else it's not going to start in the cold. It's my signature style. Thank you. My nose is running.
In a way that is that takes it up a couple notches. Belvital has done that, and the results are proving that that it works. So, but we are going to start advertising that 15% off more aggressively in about 2-3 weeks. We'll start a little bit of advertising with a promo code in the days ahead, but the more aggressive advertising, including TV, will start in 2 or 3 weeks. So, as an affiliate, the opportunity.
Interesting how when they had MLM distributors, most MLMs rely on their volunteer sales force to do the promotion and the marketing of their products. Beachbody has had paid ads with influencers. They have had, what's it called? Infomercials, but I don't think they were doing that recently. But it's interesting that he said they're going to start advertising aggressively in the next little bit here, because they don't have a huge volunteer sales force to do that work for them. So they're actually going to have to put money into marketing. It's just above 0 degrees Celsius here. It will be getting a bit warmer tomorrow. So Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius. So you are in Fahrenheit, right? So let's see, what is 0 Celsius to Fahrenheit? I'm just curious. Celsius to, can't type, Celsius to Fahrenheit. So that's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that means. Is that cold? I feel like that could be cold depending on where you are. 33 Fahrenheit, yes. Gotcha. I don't know how the conversions work. It's confusing because it's not 1 for 1, right? Like 68 degrees Fahrenheit is whatever Celsius, but then 69 degrees Fahrenheit is not just the same number in Celsius, but one more, you know? It's a weird conversion.
Opportunity for you is to get people to take advantage of your 15% off promo code. And even if they don't buy, what you want them to do is get to the site so they get what we call cookied. So they're tagged so that then if they see one of our ads, or if they see the infomercial or the other TV ads, then if they come through and buy, you're tagged, and meaning your cookie, your affiliate link is cookied, which means you'll get credit for that sale. So I want you to get that traffic in, sort of scoop them up. Obviously, we'd love to see you make the sale, but use that 15% off promo code to your advantage right now. Okay. All right. And
use the 15% promo code to try to get people onto the site. So if they purchase it later, you may or may not get this. You may or may not get credit for the sale. So interesting how I feel like I really want to know how many people stayed on as affiliates and if any of them are actually making semi-reasonable money. Because if he's telling people, oh, use this to your advantage by getting people on the site, and then hopefully they'll purchase later, he's probably looking for ways to keep his affiliate workforce engaged and excited about the opportunity, right? Because that's a very minimal chance that someone's going to come back through your link to the website to purchase. And even if they do come back to purchase, you're not going to make much money unless you do it over and over and over again and you have a big group of people who buy all their products from you monthly. I had something else in my head. I remember a big issue a lot of Beachbody coaches had was that they now did not have any relationship with their customers. Because before, Beachbody was so focused on helping customers find ways to helping customers discover products that would be of value to them and that would help them solve a problem, right? But now you just help some random person who came across your link is going to purchase, but you're not going to know who they were and you're not going to help them actually solve their problem like he pretended to do when Beachbody was an MLM. Yeah, it's not 1-to-1. Weird, right? I only think the temperature that is the same in Fahrenheit and Celsius is -40. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy how it meets. I'd rather do normal affiliate. Same. I'm in Fahrenheit here, but at work we use Celsius a lot. Interesting. Even when they weren't affiliate, it's not your typical normal affiliate. It's not what Aaron or Julie, Joe have as affiliate. Exactly. Okay, let's keep going.
What was the other thing I was supposed to say? Oh, the payout on that with the promo code is $101.
But you don't have to pay. You don't have to buy products. But I feel like there's still a big push on being a product of the product, right? Because say if you're lucky enough to have a decent social media following, if people aren't seeing you use the product or you don't have like your own testimonial, I could see how it would be hard to sell anything, right? to sell anything. Sorry, I can't speak.
I am told. Now, another last thing that I'll say in terms of announcements. Bundles are launching. We're going with what works. The total solution. What we're replacing the BOGO with is a total solution. We're not calling it a pack, but it's the total solution on February 18th. This is a really big deal. Check it out. You get a year of BODi plus 14 servings of Shakeology for $129.95. We added it up and looked at it against, if they paid monthly, if they got Shakeology at normal price, I think that's like a $500 value. So it's a really good value, a great way to start people. And of course, they're coming in on Shakeology, and you'll continue to get the commissions on those Shakeology continuities. That's launching February 18th. And again, we're going
You just said you continue to get commissions on Shakeology continuities, but back in the day when we looked at the information about how they're going to get paid as affiliates, I remember that they didn't get commission on continuity. So people who do like a monthly automatic shipment of Shakeology to their house, we don't get commission on that. Do you guys remember? Also, what did he say? You get a full year of Beachbody and 14 servings of Shakeology. Why the 14 servings? I remember back in the day they said that a lot of people would get 20. The only option was 28 servings of Shakeology, and people wouldn't have it every single day. So then people would have like tons of packages of it in their cupboard, and then it would go bad and they wouldn't use it. But then when you get 14, say you're actually having one every single day, then you need to get 2 packs and you end up spending more money.
to accompany that with TV ads, radio ads, and social media advertising. So get your people, get your followers, check it out so that they get cookied. And then if they come back and buy, if they see one of the ads, you're going to get the benefit of that. But who knows? You might be able to create a wave of people who, following the Super Bowl is when people start to, we see it sort of, it's another January 1st. It's another new year that they go, okay, football season's over. Now my life is going to get back to the controllable normal. And we always see sort of an uptick the weekend after the Super Bowl or in the few weeks after the Super Bowl. So that's happening. But
any NFL fans, is that a thing? Is the end of the NFL season kind of like New Year's, where you get you start eating the way that you wanted to eat for the new year? I've never heard that before, but he's just trying to create fake excitement and fake urgency for people to really push their followers to get onto that page for the 50% off Velvet Towel so they can get cookied, because we are in New Year's number 2. People are going to want to achieve their health and fitness goals because the Super Bowl just finished, and we have to leverage that. We have to get them excited to achieve their goals. Right? Isn't that so silly, Mr. Ranger Lab? Exactly. I've never heard that before. Never.
Let's talk about something that I'm super excited about. We were looking at what the summer program should be. And generally what I tend to do with these kind of things is I think about the problems that I'm watching happen on social media, what I'm happening overall, not just in our own ecosystem, because we got a bunch of great programs, right? So we got mostly a solution for everything. But what we're seeing is a dynamic of literally hundreds of millions of people across the world, but in the US, over 100 million.
I feel like you're right. Because a normal affiliate would not be paying to use the milkshake, the Shakeology on their site. It would just be sent to them. And then they would have some kind of deal that they sign with the company to get a certain amount of commission every time someone clicks their link, or a certain amount for a post. You're right. Good catch. So it's not even really affiliate because they have to pay for their products.
Million people going to YouTube for their workouts, and they're finding variety. They're finding all sorts of different trainers, and it's chaos. And they're experiencing something that we would call training dysfunction. And what training dysfunction is the inefficiency of doing random workouts, of not following a specific pattern that we know will get somebody an overall body transformation with plenty of lifting, simplicity, so that a person can follow it along and master it over the course of a period of time, and do it in a way that uses something that we call targeted volume training.
Apparently, training dysfunction is when you go on YouTube and do a workout video that you think looks fun or interesting and moving in a way that brings you joy. Because we can't want to work out if we don't have a goal of having a total body transformation. It's not like us going on YouTube and choosing a dance video one day and then a bar video the next and then a core workout the next. It's not like that can bring us joy. It's not like that can have a positive impact on our mental health, on our physical health. It's not like having variety in our workouts could make it more fun for us because we're not repeating things over and over again, and we look forward to trying something new on YouTube. Just because it's not a way that he thinks we should be working out, it's not how his company is structured, doesn't mean there's not value in just picking a random workout. And I think he might be insinuating that there's so many workout options on YouTube that you can really do anything. And since there are hundreds and thousands of options, it means that it's automatically chaos. But it's not. And even if you are a little bit random with your workout choices, who cares, right? If you do a country dance workout one day, a hip hop dance workout the other day, then you do all like push-ups and burpees the next day. If that's what brings you joy, if you're moving in your body in a way that's safe for you, it shouldn't matter, Carl. But because it's not what you think is productive exercise, you're calling it dysfunction because they're not working out the way you want them to, right? Maybe we all don't want to lift weights. Maybe we don't want a total body transformation, right? I lift weights because I wanted to have more functional strength day to day. I wanted to open heavy doors, pick up heavy boxes. I have no interest in a total body transformation. Carl, people can be different. Brilliant point. Brilliant point. Yes, it's free and you can do whatever you want. And you do not have to follow a specific 8, 10, 20 week program to have what you think of as results. You can get stronger by doing random dumbbell workouts. You can have better cardio by doing random dance workouts if that's what you want to do. Carl. He's calling some things he's calling his biggest competitor chaos and dysfunction. Mm-mm.
So that target volume training in a specific sequence replaces and solves the problem of training dysfunction. Okay, so we're going to put in place a 25-minute a day.
You're making up the fucking problem, Carl. There's no problem with it. Maybe like Lisa said, the problem is that it's free and people realize they can do whatever the fuck they want on YouTube and you're losing customers. Maybe that's why you're saying this. There's no problem with it. He's making up a fake problem and then giving us a fake solution.
Targeted volume training, mostly lifting, but it's going to combine some cardio, 1 day a week of flexibility. And the name of the program is 25-minute Speed Train. And to walk us through what this exciting program is going to be, shot in real time, let me bring on the call, I can't see myself. I lost myself here. Let me bring on Joel. Are you there, Joel?
Who are these people? This woman's Keyshawn. Is this like a national wake-up call, or is this like BODi employees? Because there doesn't seem to be that many people on the call. What do you guys think about him calling YouTube fitness stuff dysfunction? Mm-mm.
I'm here. Hello, everybody.
I don't see. There he is. Hey, buddy.
I'm here.
Good to see you. Okay, man.
Yeah.
So you happen to be at your house, and since we are
and they're acting like it's so innovative to have a 25-minute program when they've had Job One, they've had other programs where they have like 30 minutes. It's not interesting or exciting to have a short workout. I'm going to show you. I'm trying to go to YouTube so I can literally just search 25-minute workout and we can see. We'll do 25-minute strength workout and we'll see. We'll see all the fucking options, Carl. And it's going to be a lot of the stuff that I like to do because it's taking what I've searched. But look at this. I don't know if this is free. Can you guys hear me? It's saying your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Let me double check. Yes, my mic is working. I see the little green dots going up and down. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Muscle, 20-minute workouts. Juice and Toya. Yes to next. Growing Ananas. Kaylee Cohen Strength. So many. Kaylee Cohen Strength. Fit by Mick. There are so many things you can do on YouTube that's not following a specific program, and you can still find results. So please don't let someone like Carl make you question what you're doing and whether or not it's effective, right? Because if you are happy with it, if you are excited to click on this video and do the workout, that's what matters. And Carl should not be trying to guilt us out of doing something that brings us joy. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ranger Lab. Why aren't you already connecting the trainers with the audience? Why is this something new and exciting? I thought you've already done that. So dysfunctional for people just to try new things. The training dysfunction of people just trying new things, because apparently that's negative. Now I can't hear them. Oh no. Okay. Let me just stop, because maybe when I went to the YouTube, I kind of fucked up the audio. Thank you for telling me. So my mic is still connected properly. My speaker's still good. So let's try, I will share, and we'll make sure that we can hear them before we continue. Share tab audio. Okay, I'm going to let it play for like 20 seconds. And can you guys confirm that you can hear them talking? Thank you.
So yeah, we're going to bring it here. We're going to film it in my gym. We're going to replicate the experience of if you were to hire me as a personal trainer. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to train you for 25 minutes. We're going to shoot in my gym. So it is, you get in, we don't have time for anything else. So and I've been filming the test group workouts.
Can we hear Joel? Yay! Woohoo! I bet you it's just I fucked it up when I went to the other tab. Thank you. So he's saying he's 25 minutes. They're filming it in their home gym, in his home gym. So that is very revolutionary. And they're doing it in a way that Joel is going to be able to connect more with the audience. They're doing it in real time. I don't really know what that means. Maybe that means it's just like one take. Do you guys know what real time means in the Beachbody context? Okay, good. You guys can hear. Thank you for telling me.
Exactly how we're going to film the program here. And there really isn't any time for anything else. It is, we push play, we go for 25 minutes, and then you are smoked at the end of it.
Well, that's what we wanted. Like, you're working out alone, and it's like training buddies. And we saw this in job one. We saw it in the final round or the final phase of Dig Deeper, that there is something really special about just that one-on-one connection that, frankly, if we look at what we call qualified views from an engagement standpoint, we see the engagement go up dramatically when the trainer is working sort of one-on-one, really focused with the audience so that they're getting the cues and also feeling like they're working with you. So I'm excited to see you execute this.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing.
Interesting how they're trying to increase the one-on-one type interactions. Maybe people are realizing, hey, I could use the money I spend on Beachbody and get a few sessions with a personal trainer. I could go to a group fitness class. I don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on Beachbody when I don't even have a trainer working with me. And I'll let him talk, because I don't know if he said this already. Never mind.
is making sure they're getting that distraction-free cueing, right? And they're getting everything they can out of this 25 minutes. So that's exactly what it is. It's me and them for 25, and we get done.
So, so walk us through the program, walk us through what the structure looks like, and I'll fill in whatever details you miss.
Sure. So as you mentioned, 25 minutes, and then we're doing basically 7 days a week on this one. And the reason we ended up with that 7 days is like, look, if it's 25 minutes, we feel that's enough time that you can commit every single day. Plus, that also sets up that routine for people, and a lot of people need that routine. The 7th day is a flexibility day. We just worked on those actually today, and they look really good. Your body's going to want it to go through that 7th day of flexibility. And then the other 6 days, though, basically working on.
Not everyone can commit 25 minutes of a workout every single day. Just because we're at home doesn't mean it's easier. If we have like a bunch of little kids that we're running around trying to take care of, if we have a spouse that we're the full-time caregiver of, if we have a really demanding job and then we come home and we're exhausted mentally and physically, just because we have the time open doesn't mean that we have the ability, the capacity to commit it to a workout. So just because it's 25 minutes doesn't mean someone can do it for the entire week. Even if it was 15 minutes, lots of people can't commit 15 minutes a day, and that's okay. And our body needs rest, which I do appreciate the stretching on day 7, but I wonder if it's actually truly stretching or like mobility and active recovery, because if we're just going as hard as we possibly can for 25 minutes, 7 days a week, we could hurt ourselves. And I feel like we need to take rest days.
On some muscle splits of upper body, lower body, a dedicated full body day, and then something I'm calling core cardio. So you do have a cardio element, but it's different from the traditional sense of what people are going to think of cardio, or the sense of what they are used to me doing with high intensity interval training. We're not going down that path with that. We don't have to, because with targeted volume training, going into, as we work the muscles, longer time under tension, less amount of rest keeps the heart rate elevated for a longer amount of time. So that is actually giving you a cardio element as you're doing this. So if you hate cardio, you're going to really love this.
Not a trainer, I don't know if that's actually counts as cardio if you don't have rests in between your sets. And that's not going to work for everyone, though, because lots of people, they really need their rests, right? You do 15 sets of something in the gym, that's really, really heavy for you, and you might need to rest 1 to 3 minutes. I feel like with my trainer, for the lifts that are easier for me, that I've like developed really quickly in, maybe it'll give me 1 minute. But then if I have a heavy deadlift or back squat and I like really struggle and push to get through the few reps he made me do, then he might give me like 3 minutes, right? And with this guy's workouts, not everyone's going to be able to just go through with limited rest. And we know, according to Autumn, we can't just do a program in the way that works for us. If we don't do Joel's program in the exact way it was written with limited rest, then we're not committed to our health and fitness. I'll let it play for longer than 5 seconds. I'm sorry. I'll do it for at least a minute, starting now.
Program from the traditional sense. So we've got that. And that's it. Simplicity is key. In this program, as I write all my programs, I want to keep it simple, effective in terms of equipment. It's gonna be dumbbells only, and then the resistance loops. So that's all you need.
It's 8 weeks, right?
8 weeks. Yep.
48 workouts plus the stretching days.
We've got a lot of workouts to film coming up at the end of next month. So yeah, so we're basically at this point, it's going to be over 50 workouts, because we're going to do a sample as well. So we've got a lot of workouts to film, but I'm a big fan of real time. I want to film these real time. I want people to have that feeling like they're getting a new session every single time with me versus repeating sessions over and over again. So that's why we chose to do it real time.
Yeah, and I'm going to leave one last bit of big news for the end of this, but can you walk through a little bit, Joel, why targeted volume training solves this problem of training dysfunction? And by the way,
targeted volume training, is that a thing, or are they making that up? Targeted volume training. Targeted volume training. And I assume that just means you're focusing on a specific muscle group and you're doing a bunch of sets, right? Targeted volume training. Does anyone know what that is? Because I feel like I know what targeted training is. If you're following a good hypertrophy training program, you should be able to maximize your rate of muscle growth with 10 to 20 sets per muscle per week. So did they make this up? And is anyone come across this later? Personal trainer, tell me if that's something they make up. And what if people want to just do random workouts because it's fun for them? Because I will search a 20-minute standing strength workout because I do not want to get up and down off the floor with my messed up foot, and I will just click a random one, and I'll try a random video from a random channel I've never done before, and that's how I found some of my favorite channels.
By the way, when we say training dysfunction, I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but like when I go into my own sort of random approach to training, I can definitely see the difference in efficiency. And every time I plug into one of our systems and I stop thinking that I know better, my results explode. Like everything gets better. That's training. That's the difference between training dysfunction and a structured program. But how can I get, and I'm really asking here, how can I get a quality workout that would otherwise take me an hour, 2 hours roaming around the gym in 25 minutes? And how is this different than maybe people who might be doing powerlifting might experience when they take these long breaks?
Yeah, it's just it's a different style of training, right? And that's exactly what people are doing if they're walking around the gym. And look, I've been
Powerlifters take long breaks because they could be back squatting fucking 500 pounds. Or they're deadlifting 800 pounds. If you're deadlifting 800 pounds, yeah, you need to take a fucking break. And maybe he's going to say here, in a bit, you don't lift super heavy in this program, right? So if you were lifting heavy in this program, you would not be able to get away with not giving people breaks. So you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two because they're different types of training. They're not the same. And you can't say, oh, powerlifters taking long breaks is shitty, and the way we're doing it is the only way you're going to find results.
I've done it myself too. If I'm not following a specific calendar or program, I walk into my gym, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a chest day, and I do certain exercises, and it usually takes me double amount of time had I just actually gone in knowing specifically what I wanted to do, how many reps and how many counts and everything like that. So with targeted volume training, the reason this came up was working it and targeting specific muscle groups, but using timed intervals in tempo training. And that allows us to go with the time under tension for a longer amount of time, getting more time under tension in the muscles in a shorter duration of the total workout. So that's how we solved the problem of somebody coming in and saying, well, I want to work out this and this and this, but I'm not really sure. So it's like, okay, look, I'm going to give you an upper body workout in 25 minutes, and you are working for almost that entire time.
So it's an intense workout, but we don't have a warm-up. We probably don't have a cool down, and we don't have breaks. When I go to the gym for training, I do backwards walking, major incline on the treadmill because my foot's messed up, right? And I don't know. The trainer said it was good for my foot. And then I do a resistance band around my ankles, and I bend down, and I do an awkward little walk back and forth on the gym a bunch of times. And my workout, my warm-up probably takes like 7-8 minutes to do, right? And then if I'm doing squats, he makes me do a certain kind of stretch for like 5 minutes on the floor. If I'm doing deadlifts, then I take resistance band and I stretch it, and I do around the world, right? And I like go back and like stretch my shoulders out, and then I just hold the resistance band. I'm showing you like you can see me. Hold the resistance band in front of me and then like yank it. So it's like working my back more and my shoulders, right? You're supposed to like warm up your muscles. It doesn't need to be a huge thing, but I feel like personal trainers, speak up if you come across this later. You should be warming up your muscles, especially if you're lifting a lot or heavy, right? But he's saying you're not lifting heavy. He's going to say you're not lifting heavy, but you just don't get breaks. So especially there, you should be warming up. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. And I'm saying this stuff without having any qualifications in health and fitness, just from my own personal experience. Beachbody makes me annoyed.
So that's how you can get in there. So there's really, like I said, there's no time to take a lot of breaks, but that also increases your heart rate as you go. So what we're doing with that is really those variable tempos. We optimize the resistance train of the muscle. We build more strength and we build more endurance that way.
So now that means you can't take a lot of time to set up moves. So how complicated are the moves? Because if you're going to be doing a bunch of compound movements, man, I'm going to be tripping over myself.
You are going to be tripping over yourself, and that's why I kept this very, very simple, but having fun with it. So I'm not a huge fan of multi-compounded exercises. But we went very simple on that, and there are some, but they have to work in the correct planes of motion. So we've taken a lot of time to make sure that the exercises make sense. They're easy to transition into, but it's also you don't have to do 12 exercises to see results when it comes to an upper body day or
So he also isn't going to have much time to demo things. I went to a group fitness class that involved some dumbbells with my mother-in-law over the holidays. It was fun, but I'm not going to do that kind of workout again because there's no time to demo. She's like, do this and then do this. And then by the time I like figured out what I was supposed to do for the first lift, I like missed the time that was allotted to do that, right? And I need someone to actually like show me in detail, and I'll often forget week to week. I'm like, can you demo this again, bro? Because I forget how to do it. And I need a shit pile of demos all the time. Not everyone can do a program like this where I'm assuming he doesn't actually have time to properly demo the moves. And he's talking about all this amazing cueing. Some people need more than just cueing. They need you to see you doing it for a bit before they do it themselves. I don't know. They make it seem like it's such an amazing program that anyone can do, but it's not for anyone. It's not. Hi, Lori. How's it going? Lovely to see you. We're talking about a new Beachbody program where they do 25 minutes of weight training, but they don't get any breaks. They just do a couple of exercises for a long ass time, and they're pretty sure they don't get a warm up or a cool down either. And I'm annoyed by this.
lower body day. You can do 4 and still see results. It's a matter of how you are working the muscle, working that time under tension, and really increasing the demand on the muscle, right? That's how we build muscle. We say, hey, I need you to be stronger. I need you to give me more out of this muscle. So it may be a chest press. We can do that. I can do that to you for 5 minutes and your chest is going to get stronger. I don't need 6 different chest exercises. So you're going to see, I mean, people are seeing that in the test group already. They started this week and they're only a few days into it, but they're seeing that we're only doing 3 to 5, 6, 7, 8 exercises max in every any given day. And they are sore.
How boring is that? You sit there doing a fucking chest press for 5 minutes? I hate that. I hate workouts where there's any repeat at all. I want a no repeats workout because I'm like, I just did this 5 minutes ago. I don't want to do it again. They make it seem like everyone in the world can do this and are going to love it. No, I would hate it. Not just because it's Beachbody, because I need breaks, I need a warm up, cool down, and I need variety. Sign me up. Sounds fun, Lori says. Agreed. It's very generic. Very, very generic.
And it's a good sore. We're not beating them up because it's not overtraining. It's not completely annihilating them. It's saying, hey, look, I need to get a little bit more out of these muscles so you come back stronger and you have that better endurance.
Yeah, David Schwartz tagged me today. I just reposted his story that I guess like it was like a half hour or so after the workout. He's like, I'm still sweating, which is the exact experience I want to have. Like if I'm going to get up at 5:30, like I want to know that I'm still scorching and my metabolism is still working for a good hour after that.
And that's why we're really focusing on the lift.
That happens to me when I go on a long bike ride. We go through a lovely path in the forest. We cover a lot of ground, burn a shit pile of calories, and I'm sweating for a long time after, sir. You don't need some bullshit Beachbody program to sweat for an hour after your workouts. You don't. Same here, Monica. Same here.
Element with this, and there is that we're not looking into the HIIT world, but we're focusing on the lifting element because we know science has told us, it's been around forever. We know what your body is doing after a lifting session. It's burning more calories because it's recovering. So your body is going to continue to work after the workout is over on this one. And we're seeing that with the test group. You've got people like David, you've got a couple other people in there, Vicky as well, that they've been doing a lot of programs. They have been working out. And so they came into it.
Can you see my fingers are like bloody? My hands are so nasty. They're not even that bad right now. But they were fine before I came in here because I had the humidifier on in the living room and now it's just horrible. Sorry, side tangent.
Thinking used to those 45 minutes to 60-minute workouts, and then it's whooping their butts. So we've got people that have been working out, and then we've got people who haven't been working out, and they're really enjoying it because it doesn't feel daunting. It's not too much for them. It's not too big a pill to swallow. 25 minutes. They're like, okay, I can do that. With the tempo train and the time under tension, this is something that you don't need heavy weights for. So the heaviest dumbbell that I'm lifting as I'm going through this has been 50 pounds, and I have gotten stronger. I have gained more muscle myself in this style of training. Like this is not something where I feel that I've lost anything in my own personal training as well. So it's been a lot of fun to develop and write, and I'm loving that people are finally getting to experience it.
So your 50s, that's what you use. That's your light dumbbell.
That's the heaviest dumbbell. That's your warm-up weight.
Yeah,
I know.
that's totally.
He's bragging. He's like, you don't even need to lift heavy. I only do 50. Sir, your average person is not going to lift 50 pounds as their lighter dumbbell. My lighter dumbbell would be 10 pounds. If I'm doing a fucking chest press for 5 minutes, maybe 8. 5 to 10, I might do that if I'm spending that much time doing the same workout. Now, if I'm doing a normal set of 12 reps for a chest press, maybe 20, 25, I'm not that good with dumbbells. I prefer other things, right? But that is so not relatable at all. Only 50. Oh, good for you, Joel. I've tried working hands. Is it working hands? It's so good. My mom gets me some every year for Christmas because there's no humidity in the air. Yes, working hands. You can get it off Amazon. O'Keefe's working hands. It's such good cream. Nice. Yeah, love that. And I do well with like the back squats and the deadlifts and stuff. I'm better at that. And like certain machines, but I'm not good at controlling the dumbbells. I like flail around. I'm working on it. I am improving for sure. But if this kind of program, depending on the move, 5, 8, or 10 pounds. What about you guys? When he says you might be doing chest press for like 5 minutes.
That's what I toss around.
Yeah, that's your warm-up weight. That's your paperweight that you put on your desk. I know it is.
Yeah, well, it's just what I carry. It's what I carry around the house just to keep everything. Make me feel old. Anyway, so now look, I want to, everybody always wants their program to be for everybody, but I actually want to be specific. Like, who is this for, and who's it not for?
This is gonna. Yeah, we always say it's very easy to say this is for everybody. This is not a program to bulk up. This is not a program Lift More is a program for that. Dig Deeper obviously has been very successful in that program as well. We have bulking programs, right? And they're great. So this is a program that's not going to do that. This is going to be that muscle growth where we're building. You're going to get stronger. You are going to build the muscular endurance, and that is going to gear you more towards that feeling of the leaner muscle look because you are getting more of an endurance build. So that's going to be more for that. It's really anyone who's looking to maximize their results in a shorter amount of time, right? If you got 45 minutes, great. We got programs for that. This is for those people who say, I can't do it. I can't do it in 40 minutes. I just don't have the time. Keyshawn's pointing at herself right now, right? So, this is for.
Interesting how there's such a focus on physical transformation, right? You're not going to be bulky. You're going to have lean muscle. Why can't it focus on you're going to really enjoy the moves? If you like weightlifting, you're really going to enjoy this. You will find yourself being able to lift heavy boxes. You'll see functional improvements in your strength, right? No, it's never about that. It's always about the physical transformation. Not everyone can focus on physical transformation. When I went to my gym the first time, there was a measurement sheet, right? You're like your arm width, your leg width. And I just said, no, I can't. I'm not going to measure my body because with my personality type, I'm going to obsess about the measurements of my legs and my arms, and the joy of exercise is going to be gone for me, right? I just want to be a little bit stronger, be able to take more groceries into the house at one time, right? But in Beachbody, you can't have those kinds of goals. You need to want to have a dramatic transformation because that's what sells programs. That's what gets people in the door.
For that, and then this isn't the heavy weightlifting program, which has been different for me, but it's also been a lot of fun. This is focusing on the muscular endurance. And
how's your body changed since you've been doing this?
My body has changed in the fact of, like I said, I don't feel like I've gotten smaller, but everything has tightened up is really the best way I can say it. My endurance has definitely increased where I have felt, because I went from lift 4 in the 10 rep, 3 sets of 10. We went to 3 sets of 12 and lift more. And lift more was basically my life for the past 3 years. It felt like, and I had that size and I had that, but after 12 reps, I was done. So now the endurance element that I have is really increased, and I love that. But everything just feels tighter. I think that's the best way I can describe it. You just feel like everything just kind of does that.
But you're already incredibly fit and muscular. So how will it get tighter for you? And maybe I don't want to get tighter. Maybe I'm happy and satisfied with how my body looks right now. Maybe I just want to lift heavier boxes. Maybe I want to be more helpful bringing in the groceries, sir. So toxic. Like not, oh, what strength gains have you noticed? No, it's, well, what's different about your body? And then he goes, everything's tighter. I hate that. I hate that. I don't know why, but it gives me the ick. I know why, because it's toxic as fuck. I'll say it.
Yeah.
But, and it's a fun feeling. I like that.
I'm going to say, first off, 25 minutes, ideal for a summer launch.
Yeah.
And when you talk about functional, okay, like I don't need to lift.
He's not talking about functional. He's talking about getting tighter. Everything just goes. He's not talking about functional.
I don't need to lift a car. I need to be able to do things over and over, repetitive tasks, and be able to continue to do them until the chore is done, right? And that's what this 25 minutes is about. Focusing, intensive strength building that also has stamina. That to me is function that at 61 years old, like I'm super psyched to do this because that's what I've got to maintain. Like I need to be strong. I want muscle strength and stamina. I want bone density, but it's got to be able to last me more than, 8 sets of 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that density of working out and intensity of working out. So
that's fine, but not everyone's going to want to do that. And I learned in the gym that if you are not struggling through your lifts, through your sets, then it's not heavy enough, right? And so if it's by like the third last rep, I need to go up in weight, right? So everyone has different ways of training. This is not new. People just wanting to do lots of sets, lots of reps in one set and very little rest. This isn't new. They're acting like they invented it. For example, my dad is like this. He says he likes to do a shit pile of reps and then he doesn't have many rests, right? But he has also been weightlifting for fucking decades and decades. And over the course of those decades, he's learned what he likes and what he doesn't like, and he figured this out. But his style of working out, even if I did weights that are appropriate for my strength right now, I wouldn't want to do it like he does, because we're all different. We're all fucking different, Carl.
I think it's going to be a great summer launch. Okay.
And that's, yeah. And to that point, if I can finish it, is that is what people are experiencing now. That's something that I've experienced as been going through this, but now in the test group, people are experiencing it where while we are challenging you, while we're challenging your body, we're not annihilating your body to where you don't wake up the next day and you feel like you can't walk up the stairs. Now, right after the workout, you might feel that, but because we are working your body in a different way, it's just a whole different feeling. So in terms of that recovery, that's definitely a mental thing where you wake up the next day and you feel ready to go again. And yeah, 25 minutes is great, especially for the summer. Get your workout in, then go outside.
Yeah. And, look, I love that it's 7 days a week. Personally, it's always that 6th or 7th day, no offense to Lift 4 and the other programs, but it's always that day off that will derail me, and I got to find a way to get back in my tempo. And adding that 7th day for stretching, which is something that is so easy to blow off because, I'm not changing my body, I'm not burning the calories, but you got to do it if you want to live pain-free and solve things, and it's going to open everything up. I think it's just genius.
We're none of us are.
But not everyone can do this style of program, and just because you stretch at the end does not mean you're going to live pain-free. You could still get hurt doing this. You could still pull a muscle. I've pulled a fucking chest muscle when I got in a bike crash. It was terrible. And I banged my head off the cement and my backpack pulled me over, right? And like the pressure of my backpack like falling over, I pulled my chest muscle. I don't remember what my point is. Why am I talking about that? You can still get hurt even if you stretch. Thank you, Lori. That is so nice of you. I really appreciate it. That's very generous. Thank you. We're almost done. I don't know why I'm getting so sassy. Carl, I know why. Since for how long have I been here? How long have I been doing this? Like for 3 years or something. He's always pissed me off because this channel used to be fully Beachbody, and I did a lot of Carl. This is me laughing at the thought of going to a gym. Fair. The gym is not for everyone. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed your workout. What have you done? Did you do cycling?
Getting younger. 10 years ago, stretching was not a word in my vocabulary. And it is something that has to happen every single day now. And it really does to some degree. And adding these in, and I'm the same way. Yes, Lift 4 has been very popular, but I myself, I like 5-6 days a week myself of a routine. And then having something on that 7th.
I like 4. I like 4 days when I have my intense workout at the gym, and then I do 3 workouts on my own. For those of you who like to exercise, how often do you work out?
Day, whether it be active recovery or these flexibilities. And these flexibility workouts are going to be specifically designed to not just go after those sore muscles, but we're working in mobility, we're working in dynamic stretching and static stretching within them too. So you're getting so much more out of it versus just saying, oh, here's a couple stretches. You're actually going to get more in terms of your whole body mobility.
So the test group started a few days ago.
Yeah, Monday.
People going through that.
Yep.
And so the sample workout is scheduled to drop on May 6th. So you can start looking forward to that. The program will launch in June. We don't have an official launch day yet, but as we get closer, we'll dial that in. But here's why this.
Love that, Neil. I hope it was fun. I can't wait to go biking outside again. I really need to. We've been talking about going on our trails, like around our city. We miss it. It's miserable here. Hopefully, like next month when it starts to be less wintry, it's like starts to kind of maybe turn into spring. We could get out for like a quick bike ride, and then in April, hopefully we can do actual rides.
Matters now, particularly with the BOGO, and particularly as we go into the Total Solution bundle launch on the 18th. This is the sort of surprise news that I'm excited about, and I think demonstrates that we're listening to people. We are changing the way we are releasing this. Where last year we launched BODi Lava, and we launched it as a digital program purchase only, and put it in the library in November. Prior to that, really since the launch of, I guess, Lift 4,
yeah,
it had been early access, and you would pay an additional fee. With 25-minute speed train, we're launching that right into the member library. So every subscriber will get 25-minute speed train, which means every subscription that you sell now, they won't have to pay anything extra to get the program. People who don't want a subscription will also be able to buy it as a digital purchase. I think it's going to be $59.95 probably at launch. I'm not sure yet, but which is a great deal for 48 workouts. But I think that our subscriber base, who has been reeling from all the changes, we're settling things down, and I think it's going to demonstrate that we care about our subscribers, we care about our affiliates. So everybody who's a subscriber as of June is going to immediately get access to this program when it drops at that time. So
that's not a flex, sir. You should have been doing that from the beginning. People have to pay a shit pile of money to have access to the Beachbody platform, and then they have to pay more to access the programs, or they pay more for early access, right? No, you should be able to access all fucking programs if you pay for the service. And he's acting like it's such a charitable act because everyone wanted this and they're listening to their subscribers and their affiliates when they should have been doing that from the beginning. What do you think? I'm getting sassy. I'm sorry. I'm not being very professional, but it's not a work call, so that's okay. I love that. I love that. That's great. And since working from home, I don't really move every day. I used to, because I'd walk to the bus stop, then you walk up to the office, and I was probably doing in total at least 20 minutes of walking, 20, 30 minutes of walking just as part of my commute. But I don't do that anymore. So good job moving your body every day. That's awesome. You're on a roll today. I bow to you. We're almost done.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the groups launch. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with this intimate setting that you're creating. And I think it's going to be a big launch for us in June.
I'm excited.
Good.
I'm excited. I think it's going to be great.
All right. So meanwhile, everybody take advantage of the 15% off Belle Vitale. Take advantage of the last week or so of the BOGO, and get ready to sell some Total Solution bundle packs with your 15% off. Again, $129.95 plus your 15% off. It's a stunning deal. And those people, all those subscribers, are going to get 25-minute speed train when the man himself launches it in June. All right, Joel, looking forward to what you're putting together.
Thank you.
And totally appreciate all the affiliates jumping on here. And Keyshawn, I think I can hand it back
Oh, it's affiliates. It's affiliates. Okay.
to you.
Yep. Thank you, Carl, so much. Thank you, affiliates, for showing up here today. And we are very excited for 25-minute speed train coming in June. Carl already said what we need to say. We will get this recording, though, up and posted in the base space and emailed to you guys tomorrow. So thank you, guys. And let's do it.
I just realized what a cool name that is for 2025. How perfect is that?
Yeah,
2025?
someone thought very good about that.
25-minute speed train. It works. All right.
That's a 25. Let's just do this.
You got it. Thanks, everybody.
You're so innovative. Wow. Oh, my hair. I wanted to have my bangs just normal, but then it's so dry. My hair is like a static machine, and so I can't do it. You can even tell it's like, woo. Anyway, what was I going to say? What have we learned? We learned that BODi has invented the idea of really high reps, low rest weight training, that no one has ever done that before. We learned that everyone in the whole world can do this kind of workout because you don't actually have to lift heavy. Even though you could easily get hurt, you could pull your muscles. You should probably, if you're doing this kind of workout, I feel like you should probably warm up with some lighter reps first, like do some easy sets with some of the exercises, do a bit of a stretch before, do some mobility work. You should probably do that. Let me know if you're a personal trainer and you come across this later, if you think that you can just jump into a workout like this without any rests. I don't know. I'm not educated in this. We learned that the act of finding a workout that excites you on YouTube, that is just training dysfunction. Doing just random things is not going to get you the full body transformation that you have to want, because there's no such thing as moving your body and working out for joy, for trying new things. What's wrong with doing something new and surprising your body a little bit? And they're like, hey, we haven't danced in 10 years. This is awesome. We can go do fucking Zumba and burn a lot of calories and have fun because we were dancing around and being silly with our friends, right? Why does everything with Carl Deichler and BODi have to be so serious and specific? We can't just want to enjoy ourselves while working out. We have to work out in the way that they want to. It's tripping me out because I feel like my ring finger should be on this hand, but it's over here because I'm backwards. What else did we learn? Yeah, we learned that BODi is desperate. What else? We learned that Joel Freeman's light dumbbell is only 50 pounds because that is so relatable. We learned that Joel Freeman, his body just tightened up even more after doing this program. We learned that in order to get a full body transformation, you have to do this program. Don't let Carl Deichler guilt you into working out in the way that he wants you to, in a way that will make his company money. Do things that you enjoy, that are safe for you, that you're able to do effectively and safely. Period. That's all I have for today. I'm not going to be streaming next week because I'm going to be quite busy. I don't have any time next week to do any kind of streaming, but I'll be back the week after. I hope all you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have an awesome week next week, and I will see you the week after. I think it's the last week of February. Let me double check because I want to know. February 26th. I will see you. And if you're watching the Four Nations Cup, Canada is currently beating Sweden 3-1. Yes. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.